I think just touching upon, from a budget perspective, I think why the focus and what the relief measures are. One, I think, which is very, very critical is, solving this working capital gap and this money stuck in delayed payments. I think there will be a lot of issues with large corporates, like Abhishek sir mentioned, already had that, it's actually statutorily required and it's an obligation on companies to pay MSMEs within 45 days. But the problem was, even in spite of that act being there and it being a regulation, companies are not actually adhering to it and following it. Now the government is trying to, obviously for them it's a balancing act. It will lead to issues like, Abhishek sir mentioned at the large corporate side, but they needed a way to actually try and enforce this and see that how do I incentivize companies to actually honor and make that payment in 45 days. But this has always been the intent of the government. Now it is, they are just trying to add layers to, enforce it in different ways. Whether practically correct or not, that is something that we will see. Right. Second is, I think this ECLGS, has been a big boon to the MSME sector, especially post pandemic. And given that now that corpus has increased by 9,000 crore, I think MSMEs will get now additional access to credit from formal channels in a bigger way. I think this is very, very critical, because one of the biggest problems that MSMEs have is that, again, because of lack of data information, typically they end up borrowing at very high cost. But because of schemes like the ECLGS, this will really help them. I think the other thing is also the presumptive taxation. I think Abhishek sir again will be the expert there. But what I understood is that that limit has gone from up, increase from 2 crore to 3 crore. Again, think that this will especially help more micro and I would say small enterprises, and mainly micro enterprises which actually need this help.